Acton Church family, it's good to see you. Pastor Wade here, and I wanted to share with you Phase 2 reopening plans that begin this weekend. We know, the ELLT and I, the Executive Lay Leadership team, and the staff know that COVID cases are increasing. We know that there is a tension that we have to manage between our own personal responsibility, but also our responsibility as church leaders to enable us to be able to gather those of us who feel comfortable doing so. So even though trends are going this way, and we understand that there's a tension that we have to manage, we are moving forward with reopening plans for this coming Sunday with both worship services. I want to share what this looks like so that you are aware and you hear it from me. And it is going to be included in an email. We encourage you to look back at the details on that, but I want you to hear me. And I want you to see me as I share what it is that we're doing so we're all on the same page. Okay, so here's what it looks like. On Sunday, we're going to open up both worship services, the 9 o'clock traditional service and the 10:30 modern worship service with live music and the pastors speaking live. This is a really big deal. For the last month or so, we've just had the traditional service where we've had pre-recorded music going on. But then the modern worship service has all been pre-recorded. We're changing that up starting this week. When you come in, we're going to encourage everyone to practice social distancing. We're also going to strongly encourage everyone to wear masks, okay? That's a really big deal. We know that many of you see this as a political issue. I'm going to appeal to something different. I'm going to appeal to the common good. That if you don't feel comfortable wearing a mask, I get that that is your right. We want to encourage you to worship with us online if you feel that strongly about it. Otherwise, we encourage you to wear a mask and to practice social distancing as we get together because we're here for the common good to keep our eyes on the Lord so that we all might be strengthened. And God gets all the honor and glory. So we're going to have both worship services going. We are going to practice social distancing and wearing masks. Offering plates will not be passed, but we still covet and we still need the offerings for what's going on in the life of the church. We'll have black boxes in the back of the sanctuary that you can use. We will also celebrate Holy Communion. We'll do that in both worship services. We'll do that with some pre-packaged communion elements that we want you to participate in, because if one thing has become clear during this time is that sometimes we don't hear the sermon, sometimes we don't listen to the music, but what we do always focus on is the resurrected Lord, and communion helps keep us focused on that. Also, for this coming Sunday, we are going to open up classrooms back again for Sunday schools to meet. Now, here's what we need you to do. The Executive Lay Leadership team, the staff, and I really need you to do this. If you are going to be utilizing your room or a room that you've had before, we need you to contact Becky in the church office, 817-326-4242, to let her know that you will be using that space again. Once you use that space, we need all of us to be on the same page that we're going to limit every room to no more than 20 people with social distancing, with wearing of masks. We've got to do that to play well together and to also ensure that we don't have to close things down again. Okay, so we need everyone to be on the same page with that. If you know that you're going to have more than 20 people there and you can't practice social distancing, we want to let you know that we still have space that you can reserve for outside on the church campus. So you can have as many people as you want practicing social distancing. But we want to appeal to your personal responsibility and the common good so that we're all on the same page with that. We don't want anyone getting sick, and we don't want to push those limits. And so please, we want everyone to be on the same page with that. Also, we want to let you know for the children and youth, we are not going to have nursery, nor are we going to have kids or youth activities on Sunday mornings. We're trying to follow the lead of Granbury ISD. And as they are open, we are going to be open. In fact, they started some summer school activities that they've now had to push pause on just to make sure that no one gets sick. We want to follow that as well. There are going to be activities going on during the week when GISD activities are going on as well for the children and youth. And if you have a child or a youth, we want you to be aware of what Claire, our children's director, and Blake, our youth director, are doing, and they're going to share those communications with you on that. From a hospitality standpoint, Sorry to say we're not going to have coffee or donuts on Sunday morning because we just don't want to create more space for there to be close interactions with one another. We want everyone to see each other and to say hi, but that's one thing that we can easily say no to for the long run, okay? And also we want to let you know that the church office is going to continue to be closed to the public. If you have a need of something in the office, please call the church office. Once again, 817-326-4242. Or if you need to schedule an appointment with a pastor or one of the other ministry leaders, call or send an email, and we would love to schedule a time to visit with you that not only ensures your safety, but our safety and the safety of families as well. So we want you to be aware of that. The last thing I want to share with you is an invitation. We know it's been about 3.5 months since we've all gathered together in normal ways. We know that we're not normal yet. But if you haven't engaged with us in quite some time, can I offer you an invitation to start re-engaging starting this week, either online or in person? God has been up to something, and we want you to be a part of it. We also want to invite you to invite someone else to be a part of it. Maybe invite someone to worship with you online, or to invite them to come to church practicing social distancing so they can be a part of what's going on as well. The reason that we're having worship is because God is worthy to be praised. We are also having worship because relationships matter. And so because God matters and relationships matter, which means you matter, we want you to be a part of it, practicing personal responsibility, but also ensuring the common good of everyone. We want to make sure that everyone stays healthy, not only physically, but spiritually as well. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, wade@actonumc.org. I'd love to have a conversation with you for any reason. So please let me know, and we look forward to seeing you either online or in person on Sunday morning.